Hello, hello. How are you? My name's Melissa, and I'm the founder of Improve Yourself. And I wanted to hop on and be able to create a video for you going through what would be in a wellness consult. So you would have got your essential oil delivery by now, and you are now a doTERRA member. Welcome and congratulations. This is the start of a new journey for you, a new health and wellbeing oil journey. This is where you start to learn about what your body can do to support and heal itself, and what you can do to naturally support and heal your body. I am an integrative nutrition health coach, and my passion, of course, is food, lifestyle, and health and wellbeing, and improved choices. So if you wanted to check out my Facebook page, it's Improve Yourself. And if you wanted to check out my website, it's improveyourself.net.au. There's an amazing team of people that are part of the Improve Yourself with Oils community. And we are all here to support each other and to support you so that you know what you're doing, how you're using your oils, and so that you're actually using them and using them the correct way. So a little bit about me. I started my oil journey 2 years ago, and I just knew that this is exactly what I was looking for. Our health and wellbeing journey started 10 years ago, and it started because my youngest was quite sick. Although I had had a lot of digestive issues in the past, and immune issues, it wasn't until my son was really sick that I realised that there's got to be more to this. So after not getting the support and the answers that we really needed, we started to do a lot of investigations and research and studies to find out what was going on. And we're very happy to say that we were able to solve a lot of our problems. We found the answers to what we were looking for, and that was really through making some changes in our food choices and in our lifestyle. And in the last few years, it's been in the things that we're exposed to and the things that we use on a daily basis. So we like to really prioritise our health and wellbeing, and I really like to support and share with you what I know and how you can do it. That is something that you feel comfortable with, and that it's where you're at in your own journey. So what I've got ready for you is a great slideshow, and I'm going to go through all the other products, the ones that you probably haven't heard about yet, and explain to you what they do and how they can make you feel better. Because I think what we're all dealing with is all different, and a lot of the times we just want a quick answer, and we will go and take things that aren't necessarily the best thing for us, and sometimes the quick solutions aren't actually getting to the root cause, and then it just keeps coming back. So we need to find out what's going on, but we can also be improving in small ways, easy ways, through the things that we're exposed to and the things that we're around and in our environment. So we know that our skin is our largest organ, and anything that we put on our skin goes into our bloodstream, into our body, and is going to be affecting everything that's in there. So we can generally tell our own health and well-being by our skin condition, our hair condition, and our nails. So that's a really good indicator of what's going on the inside. So sometimes you can feel really good, feeling quite well, but you've got, your hair's very thinning or getting brittle. Your nails aren't very good, or you might be having some sort of rashes or eczema or other things that could be your body's way of trying to say to you, hey, this is a sign you need to look after this area in your body. So we need to come in tune with what's going on the inside, and we can do that with the oils, because the oils help us with that. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to get started, and we are going to go through what is available with your doTERRA membership. Okay, so hopefully you can see the same screen as me. So, like I said, this is the Improve Yourself with Oils community. So if you got your doTERRA membership and you started off with the oils, you might have enrolled with somebody in the Improve Yourself team, and we all together collaborate to support you so that you know what you're doing, how you're getting your oils onto your body or into the air, or and how to use them safely. So whenever you start with your oils and your oil journey, we love to come out and do our wellness consult. So what we like to do is be able to find a time that suits both of us, and we bring out a few things and we go through with you exactly what you're needing and what is available. We also show you how to use the back office, and that is where you've got your own online shopping page, and you can go in and look at the products that are available and the essential oils that are available and do your ordering at any time. doTERRA are also very generous, and they offer a LRP or loyalty rewards program where, as a thank you for your continued investment in essential oils products and your health and well-being, they gift you many things. So each month you can get a free oil, and every few months they also offer even bigger incentives as well, and thank you gifts. So it's a great way to be able to get back what you're, a percentage of what you're spending. Whenever you're on LRP, you also get whatever you spend in shipping back in doTERRA dollars. Plus, being on part of the Loyalty Rewards program, you get a percentage back of what you spend. So it starts at a minimum of 10% and then a maximum of 30%. So every order I do every month, I automatically get back whatever I spend on shipping, which is generally $8, and I get 8 points back, or 8 doTERRA dollars back. And then I'm getting 30% back on what I spend. So in most cases, I can get somewhere around 120 points, depending on what I'm sort of buying each month. But I can get quite a lot of points if I'm ordering every month and I'm replacing the things I have already in my household for natural, non-toxic alternatives. So I started off very slowly, and I just created my oil kit and my products by just placing an order every month until I'd got everything that I needed and worked out what worked best for our family. There's certain products that we continually have each month, because we can see the huge benefits that they bring to us. So I'm going to go through that with you and explain it all to you. So the first thing that you can do, if you would like, is to grab a copy of the Live Guide. So if I come out to you, or someone in the team comes out, we will generally bring a copy of this, but for the sake of us doing this on the computer or on your phone, if you could go to that link and bring it up, maybe after, or you might want to pause this, click on here and go to this website, and this is a copy of the Australian Live Guide. If you're not in Australia, let me know and I can send you a link for the other Live Guides, or otherwise, alternatively, write doTERRA, the country you're in, and Live Guide, and it will come up and show you a link to a PDF. That way we can go through this together and be able to see everything that's in the book as well. So the thing that I am really passionate about is that doTERRA is really about wellness, improving how you're feeling, getting on top and managing things, and being really proactive. So it's very easy for us to try and ask other people to fix our problems. But at the end of the day, who's really going to care about us the way we care about ourselves? And when you do go to seek help from somebody else, they generally don't have the time for us that we actually need. So it's always good to be able to support that or complement that by doing our own research and finding out exactly what we need to improve our health and well-being. So obviously we want to eat right. We want to eat healthy foods. And I think that as a nutrition health coach, I can give you a list of healthy foods that are going to really support your body. But what I will generally tell you, so I don't overwhelm you, and because this is about oils as well, is get back to making your own food. There is nothing more satisfying than making your own food. And get everybody in the family helping. So if there's kids in your family, if you've got a partner, all getting together and create nights where you all cook together. You go through recipe books and you make things from scratch, and that's where you have some really amazing family experiences. And you're going out and buying your produce fresh. You're coming home and you're cooking it. You're getting your body ready to eat all those foods instead of going and buying something that someone else has made. And again, this brings back to no one is really going to care about your health when they're making you food as much as you are when you're making your own food and you're making the food of the people that you love and care about the most. So when it comes to eating right, definitely think about making your food a lot more often at home from scratch, without packets, without jars, the old-fashioned way. And I tell you what, it's a lot cheaper and it tastes a lot better as well. Exercise. I actually used to resent the word exercise, so now I love movement. That's my special word. That makes me feel better when I think about how I just need to move my body. Everybody's different what they need, so yours might be yoga, it might be a gym session, it might be boot camp, it might be getting up and stretching, it might be taking the dog for a walk, it might be going to the park and swinging on the swing, it might be jumping on the kids' trampoline. Whatever movement is for you, it's really important to try and get up and move your body first thing in the morning preferably, and throughout the day every now and again, getting up and doing a nice stretch and just getting those lymphatics going, getting your blood moving around and circulating well. Rest and manage stress. Well, that is something I think a lot of people really struggle with. And when we talk about stress, we can think about how our bodies are designed to be able to handle stress. However, over the years, we've really overdone it in the stress department, and we just find that we're always stressed, always busy, life's so hectic. So we really need to stop and have a think about, are we actually doing ourselves any benefit? No, we're not. We're generally creating inflammation in our body when we're stressed all the time. So that's something that we want to look at and we want to address by just taking a step back and just trying to manage our stress and definitely reduce it. Reducing toxic load. Well, we went from the kind of family where if we couldn't smell the cleaners, if we couldn't smell the bleach, the house wasn't clean. But we would always get headaches and migraines. We'd feel really sick in the tummy, and we would just be, quite unwell from all our cleaning products. And when we made all our changes in our health and lifestyle 10 years ago, or nearly 10 years ago, we were doing all the right things, but we hadn't really changed the things that we had in our home. So about 4 or 5 years ago, we started looking at what we could buy that was natural or organic. Now, this is where it gets really complicated. A lot of products a lot of companies have now realized how they can market things so that you're going to buy it because you're going to think, oh, this is safe for my family. It says natural, it says toxic free. However, with our guidelines that we have, the flexibility of what wording they can use is unfortunately a little bit too big. So a lot of the times the actual ingredients are not natural and they're not safe. So when you do start changing the products that you have in your home, a website you can check out is ewg.org. You can put in the ingredients in there and it will give you a rating, and you can also put in the actual product. Not all products are in there, so if the product isn't in there, type in the ingredients and you'll be able to get a rating on it. The other thing that I really love to have is my Chemical Maze app. I have it on my phone, and for all your every product you use, and then for every food item, you can put the ingredient in there and it will tell you what's in. It's pretty mind-blowing when you really start to be quite aware of what you are actually consuming or putting on your body. So I, as a health coach, have done quite a lot of talks and seminars where I'm really trying to show people and make them aware of what they're coming in contact with. And it was actually when I went looking through someone's cupboard and found a tin of Campbell's Chunky soup. Now, that's something that I had when I was a kid. I remember it. You know, it was a cold winter's day. It was a Sunday. We had a tin. We got to pick which tin we had, and we had a piece of bread. Now, when you put some of the ingredients into the Chemical Maze app, and I've got the tin somewhere. I've kept it all these last few years for whenever I do a talk. When you put the ingredients in, you actually see that it says on one of the numbers, when you put the numbers into the Chemical Maze app, it says can cause or may cause internal bleeding, may cause difficulty breathing. So it's pretty scary when you realize that there's quite a lot of things that are put in our foods that aren't just, it's not even that it's not good for us, it's actually that it's dangerous for us. So that's quite scary, I think. So yeah, have a check out of ewg.org and the Chemical Maze app. Informed self-care. So trying to figure out what exactly your body needs, what exactly your body's trying to tell you. So getting really in tune with your body. If you've got a headache, what is it? Have you drank enough water? Did you get enough sleep? Have you eaten enough? You know, what's going on with your body there. And then turning around and using the resources that are provided through our oil community. And there's plenty other ones that are available on the internet, and being able to make those self-care choices and being able to reach for something that is going to help you and support you and not necessarily make you, you know, create other symptoms from the symptoms that you were trying to treat in the first place. So this is just a better picture, I should say, of how we do it, or how doTERRA have really nailed it to support us in the best way we can. And we can see exactly what can happen and what we can be provided with when we use these products on a daily basis. So nutrition, we've got a lot of products that are available here. They're going to support us nutritionally. We've got our oils and products and creams and vapor sticks that are going to support us to be motivated to exercise, and our rest and recovery, which is really important as well, because when we feel really sore, it's really hard to get up and go and do it again the next day. Rest and manage stress. This obviously I think is quite important because it's what a lot of people are dealing with. And so being able to have oils to be able to help us calm down so they can work on the nervous system and just really bring us back down, give us that grounding feeling that we're needing to be, you know, calmer, in a state of calm and relaxation. Reducing our toxic chemicals by replacing the chemicals that we have in our home for natural plant-based products. And informed self-care. So knowing what products are going to be able to, we're going to be able to grab when we're not feeling well. So having something like Easy Air to use when we've got our cold and flus, instead of something like Vicks Vapor Rub that's got your turpentine and your petroleum in it. So using these things to support us on a daily basis and swapping the things that we've already got in our home that we may not have been aware of the dangers in it. Just going to move this. Okay. No, going to move it again. Okay. Toxic chemicals found in our personal care products. In this picture, I've chosen this one because it was going to fit on the screen better. But if you actually look at your whole body, they believe that most women will put on average around 70 chemicals on their body a day, just in their personal care products. That's pretty scary, especially when you find out about 90% of them are toxic. They are toxic chemicals, and as soon as they're in our body is turning around, fighting and trying to figure out what it can do to fix it, which is fine. Our body can do a little bit of work, but if we're not eating healthy, if we're not moving our body, if we're not managing our stress, getting enough sleep, our body's got a lot of work to do. So how about we support the body and be really aware of the chemicals that we are putting on our skin, in our hair, in our teeth, in our mouth, everywhere, so that we are feeling optimal health instead of feeling less than average. So the part of the wellness consult is us coming out and going through with you, do you want to improve your well-being? And if the answer is yes, let's work out, what are your main health concerns? If you've got a pen and paper, feel free to write notes as you're watching this. I love to write notes because I find that way I remember it, and I also can write down the things that are actually what I'm needing for myself. So what are your main health concerns? What are you really worried about? Is it the fact that you're getting headaches on a daily basis? Write that down. Is it the fact that you're not getting a full night's sleep because you're waking often? Write that down, because we can still work through this later on as well. What are your main health goals? So your main health goal might be to lose weight, or your main health goal might be to eat more vegetables, or it might just be that you want to really uplift your mood and not feel so much anxiety and so much stress and so much overwhelm. What areas of your life are you needing improvement? Are you one to really hit the snooze button and you want to be able to change the way you wake up and feel, and you want to have more energy? Yeah, I do. There's things that we can do, and we can support you so that you are making those changes and, starting to wake up with more energy. And what oils do you currently have? So writing a list, or having a list somewhere where you know what oils you have and what oils you're really wanting. So that's why it's really good to have a pen and paper now and just write down what things that I talk about that relate to you, or would help you in this. Okay, I'm going to get started and start going through the oils and what I use them for and what you might want to try using them for. Infusing in water. Infusing in water. Now, whenever we're adding essential oils to water, please make sure it's in stainless steel or in glass. Whenever you use a plastic water bottle or any kind of plastic to drink out of, the essential oils in the water are so strong and powerful, they're so potent that they actually draw out the chemicals, and the chemicals are in the water and then we drink them. That's a real negative. We don't want that. So drinking out of glass or stainless steel. It's also a really good idea to shake before you drink every time, and then that way you don't have your oil sitting on the top. I love the citrus oil, so I will put, this is a 1 litre, so in this I'll put 2 to 3 drops. So in a smaller water bottle, you might just put, say, 1 drop of essential oil. So you've got wild orange, you've got lemon, but my favourite is tangerine or grapefruit. And they're great natural cleansers, and they're going to be able to do some amazing work when you're having a drink of that. I highly suggest you getting into a routine of lemon water on your bedside table when you wake up in the morning. When you're using lemon essential oil, it comes from the lemon rind, so we don't have to worry about damaging our enamel on our teeth. And it's also really, like I said before, it's great for cleansing. It helps our body to get rid of anything it didn't digest the night before. And it's just supports and improves so many parts of our digestive system and our immune system. So it's a body cleanser for the liver, kidney, and digestive system. So obviously we want to do that. And it really helps with our skin as well, and it promotes weight loss. It also activates our enzymes, so that helps us when we do start eating to break down our food as well. So that's really important. Dry brushing, have you tried it? I'm going to move this picture again, sorry. So dry brushing, oh wow, so this is something that is generally the first time you try it out, you are quite surprised at the harshness of the brush, and then after a couple of days it feels quite soft because you get really used to it. So grab yourself a good quality dry brush. I bought mine from Nourish Life, but the first one I started with was from one of the health food shops, and it was really hard. So I swapped it, and I've got one that's a bit softer. So you're always starting from the ends of your fingertips or your toes, and you are working your way up your body. So you're from your toes or from your hands, you are brushing your skin up towards your heart. Now, this is really going to help the lymphatic system. This is going to help circulation in the body. It's really good to do over our bum and our thighs area where we carry a bit of fat cells, bit of cellulite, so we can get that moving and activated. So it's really, really good to do all around those areas, up to about our chest area. I like to put a bit of a tiny bit of coconut oil and some tea tree and some juniper berry. And the reason I do that is tea tree is an antiseptic and juniper berry is a great detoxifying oil, and that just helps support as I'm doing my dry brushing. I always do my dry brushing in the shower before I have my shower, and that way all the dead skin cells can fall off into the shower and not all over the bathroom floor. So that's a great daily healthy habit to implement into your routine. If you're finding that you have a lot of skin issues or any autoimmune diseases, this is a fantastic healthy ritual to do on a daily or every couple of days basis. Body washes. I don't know about you, but if you aren't already making body washes, you want to get onto it, because it's something that I have absolutely loved and I've been doing for the last couple of years, and it beats any body wash I've ever bought. And the best part is you can create it and personalize it the way you like it. So what I do is I have a plastic foam pump bottle. The reason I have plastic, and I told you not to have plastic, is only in the showers, because obviously if it got knocked over, that's glass in the shower and that's dangerous. So everywhere else we use glass or stainless steel, but in the shower we use plastic, and in the kids' bath. So all I do is I add the Castile soap. So you can get liquid Castile soap from lots of places. I'm in Perth in the northern suburbs, and Waympay now do it in a big huge drum, and you can just take a glass bottle and get it filled. You can easily buy it online at eBay. And there's lots of other sites that also sell it as well. I just highly suggest you get good quality Castile liquid soap. Otherwise, going to buy something that's going to be not in its natural form and not a really good quality, you're not really making those changes that you want to make. So just be really mindful about where you're actually buying your products from. So you can add a tiny little squirt of fractionated coconut oil if you want to have more of a smoother finish to your body wash, but you don't have to. You can just do the Castile liquid soap. Then you can add your choice of essential oils, and then you top up with water. So I will generally put 20 to 30 drops of my favorite essential oils in my body wash. Now, my husband loves wild orange, so we always have wild orange in our body wash, and I actually think that's one of the best smells that you can get out of them, out of the body washes. We also add peppermint because it's nice and tingly on the skin, and we love to add lavender as well because it's nice and soothing and softening on the skin. And then, like I said, we just top it up with the water and give it a really good shake. We can just go off and make that whenever we run out. I don't have to think about how I've got to go to the shop and I've got to put it on the shopping list. I can make it, and I can make a different one for the kids. The boys like to have their more masculine smells, so they've got tea tree and balance and wild orange in theirs, and they really like those more earthy kind of smells or aromas. So that's how we make our body wash. Body butter. So you can have a go at making your own body butter, and doTERRA have their own doTERRA DIY page with lots and lots of recipes. So you're welcome to Google that. Otherwise, they also make things already up. And the body butter, the reason I mention it is because it's just quite a popular product of doTERRA's. So what they've done is, if you don't like making your own stuff, you can grab it and it's already made. So it's got quite a lot of the good quality essential oils that are also really good for the skin. Obviously, we know how amazing frankincense is. And it's also got some great carrier oil in there to make the body butter up. Oil pulling, another daily healthy habit. And I'd also like to add, I have in Daily Healthy Habits with Improve Yourself private VIP Facebook group. You're welcome to join. And in there, I've been teaching everybody some healthy rituals that you can implement on a daily basis to support your body detoxing and cleansing and getting rid of all the crap that's in there, getting rid of some heavy metals, which we can definitely do with oil pulling. Yeah, just really eradicating those toxins that we might have been building up. So with the oil pulling, I always use good quality organic coconut oil, but I've also tried good quality sesame oil, and I've also tried macadamia oil. So it just depends what you have on hand and what you seem to like the taste of. Adding On Guard or lemon or peppermint or another citrus kind of oil. I find peppermint and On Guard are actually my favorite now, because the peppermint is very refreshing, and the On Guard, because of the powerful immune blend in it, it just kills all the bacteria in our mouth, helps to draw out any of the heavy metals that might be sitting on our tongue area. So I swish that around in my mouth. Generally, I do it while I'm in the shower. Sometimes I do it once I've got out if I've forgotten. And I've always started off with, say, like a quarter of a teaspoon, and then I work my way up to, say, a tablespoon once I've got used to doing it. You're swishing it around in your mouth. You can draw and pull on the oil as well through the mouth, and then spitting it out. Obviously not down the sink, otherwise it clogs your sink up. And spitting it out, and that will pull and draw all those yucky things in your body, in your mouth, that you need to get rid of. So that's another great daily healthy ritual to implement in with using your oils. doTERRA make an On Guard toothpaste, and it's just, I love it. It's a teeth whitening toothpaste as well, so I've noticed a massive difference in my teeth, just in the whiteness that's happening. It is also really good because it's quite gentle on your teeth, but still being really powerful because it's infused with your On Guard, which is the oil blend that does some protection, and it's got antiseptic properties in there. But it's also really good and safe for your teeth. And obviously we know that fluoride's actually quite bad for us now, and it's finally coming out instead of being hidden and masked about the dangers of fluoride. So it's great to be able to swap something that you would have been buying that's got lots of chemicals in it from the supermarket and getting the fluoride-free On Guard. If you really like your toothpaste, I highly suggest you look at the ingredients, and then you put those ingredients into EWG, the Environmental Working Group, or into the chemical maze, and you'll be quite surprised at the dangerous toxic chemicals that are actually the ingredients in there. So changing over to the On Guard fluoride-free toothpaste was an easy choice for us. Making your own mouthwash, super simple, super easy. If you've already got your coconut oil in the bathroom for your oil pulling, this is where it can be quite easy to just make it up on the spot. The other thing you can also do is make yourself up a spray bottle. So getting one of these spray bottles, putting water in there and putting the essential oils in there, and being able to spray, rinse your mouth around and spit it out. So that's just a quick and easy way of doing it. This is going to be able to really help with your breath as well. Some people like to make up an oil mouthwash and have a little bottle. Sometimes it's big, sometimes a bit smaller. I think this is is this a 50 ml or 30 ml? I think this is a 30 ml bottle. But some people make up a smaller spray bottle and they have it in their bag so that they can, spray their mouth or in their car if they do a lot of meetings and stuff like that. The Virage Kit, one of my favorite things of that doTERRA has. This is a 4-part system. This is such a fantastic package, and it's $100 wholesale. So what can you buy that's plant-based and natural with so many skin benefits in a 4-part system that's $100? I'd love to know, because I don't know of anything that's that priced at that kind of price range. So the cleanser is amazing for your face, and I actually keep the cleanser in my shower. I just find it's the one thing that really cleans my face up. I've actually got those Enyo face makeup removers, and I put my cleanser on that, and I give my face a really good clean. I get all my makeup off, I get all the dirt and grime off my face. And then when I get out of the shower, I spray myself with the toner. I love how it's a beautiful fine spray, so when you spray it on, it just sits nicely. You can get yourself ready dressed and get yourself organized, and then you can put your moisturizer on. You'll also see there's a beauty serum or a hydrating serum. That is my favorite thing that's in there, and I just find that the serum has made a huge difference to my skin. My skin has just a lot more, it doesn't have all the fine lines that I was noticing. I've been able to get rid of the dark patches that I had sort of happening under my eyes. It's beautiful on the skin. It's actually really good to use as a barrier between that and your makeup. So if you do wear makeup, putting the serum on and then putting your makeup on is also really like a great idea to do. But I just love the serum on my face at night. It's just very hydrating, plumps your skin out. It's just beautiful. Very addictive though, so watch out. You generally go through that before you go through the other three things that are in there. Solubel, this is our beauty blend. It's got an amazing blend that's in there. You've got helichrysum, frankincense, myrrh. I think it's got sandalwood. All the powerful, expensive, high quality, high-end essential oils that really do quite amazing work on the body. So this is a great little blend to make up. Sorry, it already comes made up for you, so you don't need to, but when you get this, if you want to, you could get yourself a roller bottle and dilute this, because this blend comes in pure form. So you could tip half of it into another roller bottle and then top both of them up with coconut oil just to make it go further. I actually love it as a deodorant or a perfume, but I have used it as a deodorant a lot, especially on the weekends, because when you sweat as well, you've got this beautiful smell coming out of you. And I like the idea of the frankincense and helichrysum doing so, and rose, I forgot to mention rose, doing all their work in my armpits. So they're going to be helping my lymph nodes. So I really like that. And, you know, on the cellular supporting part of as well of my body. So the other thing I used Solubel for was the markings I had on my face. So I love going outside and being outside. We camp every year. We'll be outside for a couple of weeks at Christmas in the full sun quite often. But all through the year, especially in summer, I try and be outside as much as I can. Generally because I've got sort of an office sort of business, I'm inside, and so whenever I'm not working on my business, or it's not when it's daytime, then I'm outside. And so I've got a lot of sunspots quite early on, and I found that it just sort of bothered me more in the last few years. So putting the Solubel on a couple of times a day straight on those areas. So I had a patch on the side of my face here. It would have been probably the size of a 20-cent piece, and it was a very dark color. I would actually say it was like very close to black, and I would put a lot of concealer on before I put my makeup on just to try and hide it, because the makeup didn't do enough. And I'm really happy to say that by putting my Solubel on a couple of times a day, and if I wasn't putting my Solubel, it would have been frankincense, putting it on as often as I can, I was able to really reduce and diminish that sunspot there. And now I've started on the other ones that have just started to surface on the skin over on this side, and I put them on as part of my beauty routine. It's also really good if you've got a cesarean scar or any other kind of scar. So it's like going to be able to reduce the scar. I've just gone totally blank, but you know what I mean. It's going to reduce the scar appearance. and help with the repairing part of the skin and the tissue that's formed in that area. It also is really good. It's like our anti-age beauty blend. So a lot of people are liking it for their wrinkles and the fine lines as well. Pure Fume. So I don't know about you, but I think that once you get into a really healthy, natural lifestyle routine, you really notice if you go to spray something like perfume on that you have bit of a reaction to it, like a headache, or you find that your eyes are stinging and you're really struggling there. So they've made out of women's blend, and that is fantastic to make up in a roller bottle and have it out with you whenever you're out and about. It's got quite a unique smell. I think it's a bit musty on me. The interesting thing is that whisper smells different on everybody, and that just goes to show you exactly how the essential oils work. When they're mixed in with our own body smells and our own hormones, we can get a different smell depending on what the oil is and who the person is. And that's what I think is so amazing about essential oils is, and especially something like Whisper. So you don't have to worry about all the chemicals and other things that you can get in contact with when you're using your own perfumes that are obviously synthetic made. TerraZyme you can only buy from the US at the moment, but it will be coming to Australia soon. This is a natural plant-based enzyme tablet, and what this does is it helps you to break your food down. It's really going to help if you have digestive issues, if you've overeaten. It really stops the bloating, and I highly recommend TerraZyme, especially if you're over the age of 35. Our enzymes get really lazy. This is a great way to support our enzymes to activate them and help the whole digestive process. So especially if you find you're having any kind of gastrointestinal symptoms, this is a fantastic tablet to be able to take, and you don't have to worry about what it's going to do long term because it's all natural and plant-based. Like I said, I take it quite often, and I've really noticed the difference. This is also a great supplement to take if you have not just digestive issues, but if you're celiac or have irritable bowels or gluten intolerance or anything like that. So it really helps the digestive process. Smoothies and juices. We are huge on smoothies and juices in our house. Here is a recipe for our green cleanser or energy booster that we make most days, or should I say my 10-year-old does because he's amazing. And that's the ingredients that we use. And we just sort of change it around depending on what we've got in the house. And it's so yum to be able to add essential oils to it. So we will generally put in either a citrus essential oil or peppermint essential oil or spearmint essential oil, and that just changes the taste, and you can really increase how much green veggies you've got in your smoothie if you're not a big veggie eater and you don't crave or enjoy them as much as someone else like me who loves the taste. So you can put a 1 or 2 drops of essential oils in your smoothie or in your juice, and that's really going to be able to change the flavour. The other things it does is it's going to also support the digestive process, the cleansing process. It's going to help you absorb the nutrients better. So many benefits, and obviously having a smoothie or a juice every day is a great way to be able to get a huge amount of vegetables into your daily intake. Okay, the best thing to talk about is the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I'll tell you why. This is actually doTERRA's #1 selling product. Can you believe it? You would think it was an oil. Why? Because these Vitality Pack that comes in a 3-part system is without a doubt a life changer. So I've been on mine since April last year, so 18 months, and I've definitely noticed a difference. And I know that everybody that takes it on a daily basis, so people that take the full amount on a daily basis, have noticed and cannot talk about them enough, and highly recommend them to other people. So I've had so many people message me to say, why don't you tell me about the Lifelong Vitality Pack earlier? And maybe that was because it was quite new in Australia and I was buying it from America. But now it's been in Australia for 18 months. If you're not taking them, I hope you're definitely taking something that is going to support your health and well-being. Now, as a integrative nutrition health coach, I obviously believe that we can get a lot of our daily intake, or what our body is required to live and feel optimal, through food and healthy lifestyle choices. However, who actually eats 100% well all the time, and who actually lives 100% well all the time? Not many of us, I would say. And we have other things. We have all the different things that we're exposed to on a daily basis through the environment. We have the change in the soil quality, and definitely have a change in the quality of our food that we buy. Even the organic food is, not always as fresh as what we would like. So if you're buying packaged food, you're definitely not getting high amounts of nutrients in a day. And we need minerals and nutrients to be feeling amazing and to be looking after our body. So the way I see it is the doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack is going to fill all the gaps that your body might be experiencing. So there might be areas in your body where you're not absorbing the right amount of sun, the right amount of minerals, the right amount of nutrients. And by taking the Lifelong Vitality Pack on a daily basis, you're going to be able to fill all those gaps and start to feel really amazing. And that's what I think is the reason why they've done the 30-day money-back guarantee, because I don't really know anybody that's sent theirs back. I'm sure there's somebody, but pretty much I'd say 99% of the people that I've been in contact with the oils and with their membership have been over the moon with their Lifelong Vitality Pack. Now, it comes in a 3-part system, like I said. So you've got your EO Mega. So that's your omega-3s and your fatty acids. That is plant and marine based. doTERRA have worked with a company, Friends of the Sea. You're welcome to look into them. And that is where you can see where they source their fish from. It's very, very fresh. It's in Alaska, where the fish hasn't been exposed to the metals or any kind of pollution, and that makes a huge difference as well. So when we go to the chemist and we buy fish oil, the reason it costs $5 for say 500 capsules is because it's quite old, it's crap quality, plus there's a lot of fillers, and that's what we've got to worry about when we're taking vitamins and supplements. The reason why people don't see those benefits is because the quality of the ones that they're buying are quite, they're less than average. They're really not going to do anything. The other thing that you've got to worry about is that your body doesn't absorb it very well. And that's where this makes a difference. So we want to have some good quality fish oil that's not rancid like the stuff from the chemist, and be able to really oil up our brain, oil up our joints, oil up our body, and like I said, fill those gaps. The Microplex VM, that's kind of like your multivitamin. And because of the ingredients that they've used in there, your body sees it as a food. So your body sees it as a food, and it doesn't fight to get rid of it like it does when you take other multivitamins. So this way, when we eat it and when we swallow it and we digest it, our body's more likely to go, hey, this is food, so I need this. This has got good quality in it. I'm going to send this to all the different areas that are needing these vitamins and these nutrients and these minerals. And that way the body can do some great repairing inside. So like I said, it is a multivitamin, and that obviously is something that most people do take on a daily basis. However, you probably notice when you go to the toilet after taking multivitamin that you pee yellow. that is actually the multivitamin coming out because your body hasn't absorbed it. And when you use take a multivitamin that's plant-based and food-based, your body's going to recognize it for what it is, which is exactly what we want our body to do. The other one is the Alpha CRS. This is boom boom, the one that you definitely want to be receiving the benefits from because it is so amazing. So this is our cellular blend. It's got the essential oils in there, going to work and buzz in, create magic into our cells in our body. So we know that we have cells in our body, and sometimes our cells can get viruses or toxins or chemicals in them. We want them to be repaired and rejuvenated, and we want them to be at optimal health. And then that way we're going to feel amazing. So that's where the Alpha CRS is going to come in, and it's going to help rejuvenate and repair the body. So that's definitely something that we want to be taking on a daily basis. If you want to know a bit more about it, please Google Dr. Axe, A-X-E, doTERRA Lifelong Vitality Pack, and he does a great explanation of it, and you will really see just what are in the ingredients and how amazing they are for your body. DDR Prime, this comes in a capsule form or it comes in the oil. So DDR stands for DNA Damage Repair. I think that kind of says it all. Who does not want to repair any damaged DNA in our body? This is a great one to take for obviously cellular damage and to create cellular repair. Definitely if we've got inflammation in our body, and also healthy responses to free radicals. This is one of those ones, again, that you'd be crazy to not take on a daily basis to see the results, especially if you are not looking after your body or your body has been experiencing something that's not pleasant, or you're dealing with some illnesses, or even if you've had to take antibiotics quite frequently or in parts of your life, you want to be doing quite a bit of repair after that. Diffusing to change the way you feel. This is a picture and it's actually right behind me. My diffuser is always going on in my office. My diffuser is always going on in my lounge room. The diffusers in the kids' bedrooms, and they go to sleep with them, and on the weekends they'll have them diffusing as well. We've got one in our bedroom and I have one in the workplace at all times, because I can change the way I feel and I can change the way everybody else feels that are around me. So we can uplift mood and we can calm and de-stress as well with our oils diffusing all the time. They can make us feel so much better and think clearer, and definitely help us be more motivated. So I know that in the mornings I want to have stuff that's really going to uplift me and make me feel better. So peppermint essential oil is one. Elevation, I love Elevation, it's one of my favorite. Chia, peace. There's lots of oils that are going to really help you create a great mood, especially first thing in the morning. Getting up and having your diffuser going, bam, start the day right. So rest and recovery plus movement, or should I say movement plus rest and recovery. The Ice Blue blends, we've got the essential oil, we've got the touch. The touch means it's got the coconut oil added to it, so it's already diluted for you, and you've got the Ice Blue rub. These are one of those things that I don't really see how you wouldn't be using it, because at some point you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to do some sort of muscle injury, or you're going to have aches and pains that you're dealing with, or you're going to have some sort of inflammation in your body. So think of the Ice Blue range as your anti-inflammatory. It's quite strong and powerful. You only need a little bit. My Ice Blue rub, I have only 2 left in the house, because people keep buying it off me instead of buying it buying it for themselves, or people in my family steal it off me. It goes into gym bags or into football bags. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. So I've always got one on my desk, and I find this really helps when I'm sitting and I'm getting quite tense, or I'm just getting really foggy headed. So I love to rub this on the back of my neck and my shoulder area, and that really helps relieve tension and just really gives me more movement. I've recently been back into exercising, so I used to exercise a lot, and then probably the last 18 months I really backed off my exercising and was just doing a more gentle movement of yoga and walks, because I was focusing on other areas in my life that were more of a priority to me at the time. However, I've stepped back into my into exercising, nearly said my exercising, and oh my goodness, my body got such a shock that this had to be on me at all times. So I pretty much was carrying it around in my handbag, and I have just smelt of Ice Blue for like 3 months. Being able to get up and down, I was finding I was getting a lot of hip pain sitting at a desk, and then, you know, I would have done boot camp in the morning, or I've gone for a jog, and I've just really noticed that it's quite stiff and sore. So I can just go and rub that straight onto the area, and within about 5 minutes I'm noticing a massive difference. I'm also finding that a lot of people that have arthritic pain, or they've got bad knees, bad joints, that's really helpful for them. You might actually be about to go and exercise, so you might want to rub it on your legs. My son plays football, he's in the Colts team, so giving him a nice thigh massage before he goes off to his footy game, it's really going to help with the inflammation process that's going to happen in his body, and just help any like tweaks he might have, and just help with any muscle soreness he might have, because he does exercise a lot. We did cover water intake, and I have put this in here again because obviously I think it's really important. What I wanted to say was that it's a great idea to measure how much water you're having on a daily basis. This is going to improve the way we feel, the way we think, and the way we move straight away, just by increasing our water intake. So I always suggest a minimum of 2 litres of water a day as a minimum. So if you're not even drinking 2 litres a day, it might be because you don't remember. So set alarms on your phone. Find a drink bottle that has a time on it. So it might have 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, so that you're remembering to drink throughout the day, instead of going every 6 or 7 hours, oh gosh, I haven't drank any water today. You might not like the taste of water, so adding essential oils is fantastic, because it's going to flavour your water as well. And I find that sparkling water at night with my essential oils in it is awesome. And sometimes I like to swap it around. If I'm doing a cleanse, I might be using the Smart and Sassy, which is our metabolic blend. So that helps with weight loss. It helps us to digest food. It increases it's our metabolic blend, so it's going to increase our metabolism. Grapefruit and lemon is also a great cleanser as well. And lime is really good in drinks, and quite popular to be added to all sorts of different drinks. If you like to make cocktails, you might want to try adding the essential oils to it as well. It's very, very popular. So again, we're going to be able to notice a difference in our hair, in our skin, and in our nails, just by increasing our water intake. Afternoon fatigue. I very rarely get tired or yawn in the afternoon. I can't say I don't, but I very rarely. Now, I used to get to about 2 or 3 o'clock, and I would notice a bit of tension here. I would slow right down with my thinking and my reactions, and a lot of different and I would yawn. And obviously with food and lifestyle choices that are right ones, you reduce this massively. However, another awesome way to support the way you're feeling in the afternoons is the Mito 2 Max. This is your energy stamina. Been talking too long now. This complex, this is actually only available from the US. It's still not in Australia yet. So depending on what country you're ordering from, in Australia we can order from the US, and this is something that I order every month. When I take my Lifelong Vitality Pack on a daily basis, I take my DDR Prime on a daily basis, and I take my Mito 2 Max as well. I don't get tired. Very rarely do I get tired, obviously at night, but I've noticed a huge difference. I don't need as much sleep as I used to. Not that I'm encouraging you to not get enough sleep, but it's just been amazing. It's really helped it's just does so much magic in the body. So it helps our mitochondria, and what we know obviously is that we're going to be waking up our cells, and that's going to give us more energy and vitality, which is something that we really want to be doing, experiencing. Respiratory support, so the Easy Air range is created so that you are able to help with all your respiratory processes that you do on a daily basis. That Easy Air Vapor Stick, I've got it throughout the house, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in my office, usually my bag, and I love to get up and put some of it on straight away in the morning. Makes me feel like I can breathe easier. I love it before I exercise. I love it when I'm feeling oh, where am I? I need to focus again, and I just get my Easy Air rub on. It's really good for the kiddies in the winter period. They might be getting a bit of a blocked nose, and you can rub it over their back as well. Like I've told you about Vicks Vapor Rub, unfortunately that's not the best option, so trying something that's natural. They also make some drops, so that really helps as well, helping you breathe better. And the Easy Air is a great one to diffuse, especially through the winter time. Easy Air is fantastic also if you have a snorer in the house. Lucky you. The aromatherapy blends. We have got Forgive, Console, Motivate, Peace, Passion and Cheer, just to name a few. There is a lot more. We know the damage we can do when we feel negative, or we feel really low, and we might be feeling anxiety, we might be feeling anger. Well, most people, we might be feeling stressed out. Using the essential oils to help that, to improve our mood, improve the way we're feeling, or it might be because we want to change the way people around us are feeling. So we might want to roll some oils on them or diffuse the oils around them so that they feel better. So as you can see from this diagram here, anger weakens your liver, grief weakens your lungs, worry weakens your stomach. There's lots of different things that we can be doing on the inside, and we can't even see the damage that we're doing. So it's really good to be able to combat those feelings and just improve the way we feel on a daily basis. What I do personally is I use these oils as my daily perfume. I love them. I generally find that if I'm going through something or experiencing something, or it might be just that I'm really busy and I'm overwhelmed, or it might be that we're dealing with a little crisis. It might be that I've got a lot of work to do, and I need to be motivated. All different things. Being able to grab these oils and use them and wear them all day, yeah, it's a game changer. You've got to get into it. It can really help the way you're feeling. So whatever you're dealing with, there's an oil for that. Cooking with the oils. So this is our little tiny picture of our kitchen. Ignore the nectarine sitting at the front there. So we will always have all our oils that we can cook with sitting there next to our organic herbs as well. And we've noticed that we were spending a lot of money on organic herbs, and now we've got our oils. We're able to use those and infuse our food. Plus, we're getting the therapeutic benefits. So if you think of an essential oil like oregano, that's going to be your nature's antibiotic. Being able to have a drop of oregano in our food once a week just helps us to know we're boosting our immune system. Being able to have these to replace the some of the things that we have in our fridge or our cupboard that can go off quite easily, having essential oil and only needing a drop, or in some cases just a toothpick in the end, just to flavour our food and to get those therapeutic benefits. It's just amazing, getting rid of the things that you might have that you're using to flavour your food as well. That's maybe not the best choice. So being able to get really fun with your cooking and adding different stuff in there. One thing I must say, if you add black pepper, because black pepper is so good for you, if you're adding black pepper, be very careful. Maybe try the toothpick first and mix it around. And then once you've got used to the taste, then you can probably add a drop. So the first time we started with black pepper, yeah, let's just say it was a little bit too strong and there was quite a bit of coughing going on. But black pepper and turmeric essential oil is a great anti-inflammatory, and turmeric actually works better when it is in the body with the black pepper. That way our body can digest it better and absorb it better, I should say. There's also pink pepper, which is, far outweighs black pepper as well, obviously, because it's pink. And that's a great one as well. So there's just so many essential oils that we can use in our cooking. And there's actually a couple of essential oils cooking books as well. So a great way to be able to try it out if you want to. Otherwise, just replace what you would normally use, but just remember just a tiniest amount, because it's such a big amount in that one drop. Probiotics and kids support. I'm just going to grab a water. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm so thirsty because I'm talking so much. So probiotics, they've got the PB assist for the adults, and obviously having probiotics, I take mine before I go to sleep, so that way those probiotics are working in my gut while I'm asleep and I'm not moving around, so my body can actually do the right thing with them. But these ones for kids are in the junior pack. The junior ones are only available from the US, whereas the adult ones are available from Australia. The junior ones are in a sachet. The kids can rip the end off and just take it like a sherbet. It is flavoured as well. And probiotics, this is a prebiotic and a probiotic. So what it does is the prebiotic goes in and fertilizes and creates the soil in the gut, and then the probiotic goes in and it can feed off there, so it's more likely to work and be used in the gut, in the digestive system as well, and create those probiotic strains that we're needing. So this is going to really help our immune support, our digestion, really going to help our kids to not get so sick. So my son just has his in his lunchbox, and he'll just rip the end off and take it like a sherbet. Sometimes he'll put it in his breakfast as well, but most of the times it goes in his lunchbox because it looks cool. Kids multivitamin in the US, they also have the A2Z. I'm going to get it eventually. A2Z range of multivitamins for kids, and then chewable. So I also have a older child, and I won't say how old because it might embarrass her, but she can't swallow tablets, so she doesn't mind chewing on something like this. It's watermelon flavored, and it's also going to help her, and she doesn't have to worry about trying to swallow a tablet. You probably find that a lot of men like these as well, so they get right into it. So as a multivitamin, it does all the things that multivitamins do, and yeah, you're crazy to not be filling in all the gaps in your health and well-being with this range. Sleep support, this says Serenity, and I just want to point out Serenity is in the US, and we have it in Australia as Lavender Peace. It's exactly the same, it's just got two different names. So in the US it's Serenity, and in Australia it's Lavender Peace. In the US you can get the Serenity capsules, and they help. You can take them when you need a deep night's sleep, deep and restful night's sleep. And you will wake up feeling a lot more refreshed. And what we do is we actually have Lavender Peace and cedarwood diffusing every single night. So my husband loves Lavender Peace, I love cedarwood. We came to a agreement we would do both of them. So we have them diffusing, and the difference that we've noticed is generally that we wake up and feel like we slept. So if you've got a Fitbit or a certain watch, or you're doing any sort of checking out of your sleeping habits, you'll probably notice that you're not actually getting as much sleep as you think you are. So you might be thinking that you're getting 8 hours sleep, but when you use something to track your sleep, you're actually getting 4 or 5 hours of good quality sleep. Then you put the diffuser on and you check it again and be able to notice you're getting that 6 to 8 or 9 hours sleep because of the essential oils working, and you're getting in that deep restful sleep, and you're not rolling around, or you're getting into that better quality sleep. So highly suggest you're getting into the sleep oils. There's different depths of sleep oils, and that's definitely something that you will probably find that you'll want to use on a daily basis. Gut health, so I talked about the PB Assist Junior. This is the adults one, PB Assist for adults. This is your probiotics, prebiotic and your probiotic. I like the idea of taking mine at night. I find that it works really good because when we're asleep, our body will try and well, it will work. There's a reason we were made to sleep. So when we're asleep, that's when our body will digest the rest of our food, and it's when it does our repairing. So just like something that's battery operated, it's got to have a battery, or it's going to be plugged into the wall to be charged. That's what happens when we're asleep. So when we put the gut health in there, we're able to fertilize our gut and create a nice microbiome for ourselves. And they're talking about how the research and the publications and all the scientific evidence that's coming out is that our gut is our second brain. So when our gut isn't healthy, our brain isn't healthy, our whole body isn't healthy. So having a good quality probiotic is really important. If you're unsure whether you need a probiotic, most people do, 9 out of 10 do. There is a simple solution. Have you had antibiotics in the last 12 months? And how do your stools look? So if you go to the toilet and it looks like a banana, good one. If it doesn't, get onto the PB Assist. Hopefully I didn't gross you out there. Low tox living. Oh, love talking about low tox living. So obviously On Guard is our protective blend, and what they've done is they've made a whole range up, which has been so popular because there's so many different things that you can do with them and create with them. So you've got your hand foaming wash, so you get that bottle, and you can get the pumps as well. You've got your toothpaste, which I've talked about already. You've got your On Guard drops, throat drops. They are definitely worth having in the winter time, or especially if you get sick quite often. They've got quite a strong taste, but they work amazing. You will be really surprised at how good they work. And something that's not pictured here is the cleaner concentrate. Now the cleaner concentrate, I think, is about $13. And the best part about the cleaner concentrate is just how much and how far it can go in this whole bottle. So what we do is we've bought quite a lot of these, or we've used kombucha bottles and just put triggers on them. We've reused our kombucha bottles because of the ends on them are perfect for the triggers. They hold them well. And what we've done is we've put 2 tablespoons of the cleaner concentrate. Then we've usually added a bit of lemon essential oil or tea tree essential oil, and then we top it up with a bit of vinegar, and the rest is water, and that's what we use to clean the house with. So I can clean the bench tops, and we can clean the bathrooms, and we don't have to worry about any of the chemicals that we're breathing in by using something like this. When I first started, I got labels made up professionally with my business name, Improve Yourself, and they look super cool, and they're in photos I'll show you in a minute. But what I found was just going and buying a $15, $20 Dymo labeler, you know, your old-fashioned one that you just sort of punch in, and the tape is super cheap as well. Labeling has been so much easier when you're making something on the fly. So we have a spray bottle for the dog. So she's got just a Evie's perfume label on there, and just different things that we make. So we might have a mouthwash that we've made, so that'll have the label on that. We've also made a mold spray, so that's using On Guard and clove and cleaner concentrate and vinegar. So just having a labeler is really fun. Otherwise, you could just do masking tape across there and writing on pen or in marker, or you might go online and find on eBay and Etsy and stuff like that. There's some really cool label people that are creating a vinyl label that comes out really, really, really nice. So they also do a laundry washing liquid. I think it's 70 washes that you get in there. You don't need to use much because it's plant-based. It's super strong. Like, it really pulls the smells and the stains out of your clothes. So it's pretty powerful. So yeah, it's a fantastic range, and you're able to do it live toxic free. So yeah, perfect. This is where you can see that's my cleaning station in the laundry. As you can see, they're the ones that we use. Just on the side of that, you can see the On Guard laundry detergent and the On Guard cleaning concentrate. I just have them sitting there for the washing machine, the concentrate, so I can make up those bottles. I've always got tea tree in the laundry or eucalyptus, so that's awesome to have. So we haven't used fabric softener for, I don't know, at least 5 years, if not longer. So in the middle part of the washing machine, we add vinegar and tea tree or eucalyptus, and sometimes a little bit of wild orange. Clothes come out amazing, so much softer, and the smell is just, I love that smell of clean, but I just have really noticed what it's really like when you're using the all natural and plant-based. So we make our own wood polish. We just use the olive oil, vinegar, and our essential oils, generally wild orange and On Guard. We've got the glass cleaner. We've got multi-purpose cleaners. You can see in that picture there, I've got a linen spray, which has got lavender in it, and it's just awesome. When you put sheets out on the line, you can spray it, and when they dry, they've got a nice smell. So when you put the sheets back on the bed, they've got a beautiful lavender smell, and you really notice it. Another oil that you can get into the laundry is Purify. So that's one to purify the air. It's really good in your washing as well. Okay, so there's a women's support system that you can get. So you've got your Claricalm. Claricalm is the monthly blend. So when we've got our monthlies, we can use that to support stomach cramps, PMS, mood swings. It's also good for premenopausal or menopausal women as well. But it's also a natural calming oil. The reason it's called Claricalm is for that. So it's a blend and it's very calming. If you do find that you're getting all the bloating and the sore tummy and stuff, having that in your bag, being able to pull it out and just roll it over your abdomen makes a huge difference, and it really just soothes those feelings. They also have a bone nutrient complex as well. So that's really important. Obviously, we start to miss out on some key things as we get older. Plus, they also have the phytoestrogen as well. The bone nutrient complex and the phytoestrogen complex is only available from the US at the moment. But these are ones that I take this one on a daily basis. And this is just to support a better balance of hormones. So generally premenopausal, you start to create too much estrogen and not enough progesterone, and then as you're going through menopause it shifts and it usually goes the other way. So what this does is just create a nice balance. So whatever you have too much of, it brings it down, and whenever you don't have enough of, it's lifting that up. So that's a great option for you as well, especially if you're dealing with any hormone issues. Self-care, aromatic dressing. This is a great one to do. I was going to show you, but I seem to have moved it. Can't find it. But having a really cute little bowl, so something like this is the perfect size. for aromatic dressing. I think it's a perfect size, but I have used bigger ones, and I still do use bigger ones. But I've got a lot of those ones all over the place. So what I do is I get my favorite carrier oil, and it depends where I'm putting it. So when it's the face, you want to be looking at what oils suit your skin type. So it might be jojoba, might be almond oil, might be rosehip oil. And when it's the body, it might be a fractionated coconut oil. I really love the doTERRA one. I prefer it over any other one because it doesn't smell and it's not greasy. So what I do is I have my little bowl and I'll put my fractionated coconut oil in, and then I put my favorite combo, which is frankincense, wild orange and lavender. So frankincense is going to repair the cells in my body and rejuvenate them. Lavender is going to soften my body, and wild orange, well, that just smells amazing and makes my skin tingle and feel nice. So when I get out of the shower, I will get my oils and I will start to do a nice aromatic dressing. I always do it the same as I would with dry brushing, by working up towards the heart, so the lymph nodes are activated and flushing, and once it gets into the blood and circulating around, your body's able to flush it out, or flush it out better. So nice aromatic dressing, moving it up through your body, that's going to feel absolutely amazing. It's a nice moisturizer. You've made it yourself. You've chosen the oils that suit your body, and you notice the difference in your skin. Like, you really notice the difference in your skin. I get told often, oh, you don't look how old you actually are. And I really believe that self-care is so important. And obviously what we eat comes out through our skin and our hair and our nails, but also what we put on our body. So a nice aromatic dressing is perfect. You might want to Google Vanessa Jean aromatic dressing and watch her version of it. She's the one who is quite famous for the way she does it, and quite funny as well. So getting into the aromatic dressing and teaching the family how to do it as well, and making up their own oil blend. There's a few things I haven't brought with me to do this video, otherwise I could be showing you a bit more of how I do it in the mornings. Self-care mask, whenever I have a detox bath, I love this mud mask on my skin. I've not been a fan of mud masks, and I used to make my own quite often, and I still do, but I also love this one. So this one sits in the bathroom, and a couple of times a week I'll have a bath, and that's my self-care time, and that's where I love to also have my mud mask on there. What I love the most is the way my skin feels after. So like the next day, oh my God, I feel my skin. I'm like, oh my gosh, that feels so amazing. If you fly a lot, this is great to be able to use just to help get rid of the toxins. So you might want to use a bit of it on your arms and legs as well. And it's got the detoxing essential oils like myrrh, juniper berry and grapefruit. Hair care serum, this one's awesome. Now I find I've got quite oily scalp, so I don't need to put mine in the roots or up the top of my hair. I can just put a few squirts in here and go like this, and my hair, it travels up my hair and into my roots. It's a beautiful, easy pump. So I can just put the tiniest bit in and add it to my hair. Now, the softness you will feel is amazing. And a lot of people, when I've got it in, they're like, oh, what's that smell? Because it's the most beautiful smell. It really is the nicest smell, but it's also how soft it makes your hair feel, and you don't get those flyaways. So if you're one to have like bits of hair sort of all over, or if you've got curly hair, this is a great one. So I just go like this with it in the morning and just notice, oh wow, that looks really good. And it's funny because the sun catches it a lot more now, because you can really see how well it works. So yeah, nice, soft, shiny hair, and strengthens the hair, thickens your hair as well. So travels up the hair and to the root. So yeah, always got that one sitting on my desk, because I actually don't remember when it's in the bathroom, but when I'm sitting at my desk, I find I play with my hair a lot, and that's where I go, stop doing that, put the serum in. Rest and relax. It's so important that we use our essential oils to calm the nervous system and also to support our sleep. As you can see from this little one here, her mum's cotton on to lavender. So the way I see it is there are a lot of oils that will help calm you down, and I'll just talk about them briefly because everybody's different. So I kind of need to know a little bit more about you to be able to suggest what oils are best for you. But if you think about it, if you are pretty good stress-wise and you're pretty good sleep-wise, you'll be quite fine with lavender. It's going to be, I've still got some serum on my hair. It's going to be strong enough and powerful enough to really support the nervous system and calm us down. If you want to have a bit more scientific evidence on lavender, if you go to PubMed and type in lavender essential oil or the benefits of lavender, you will really see how amazing it works. And that's why you find lavender is in a lot of kids and babies products. And it's also in a lot of our skincare because it does a lot for our skin, and it calms our skin down. So diffusing lavender is going to calm us down straight away. For my son, he has juniper berry. So juniper berry is a great essential oil for kids. It calms them down and it really helps with night terrors. So it's going to help them get a restful sleep, but it's not too deep a sleep that they could wake up and be really disorientated or groggy or unsure of what's going on. The next one from there I would suggest would be clary sage, lavender peace, which is a blend, which I talked about before, or serenity in the US, cedarwood, which is my favorite. They're great ones to use to smell when you're at work and you need to calm down, or when you're at a family gathering you need to calm down, or you're just going through a stressful period in your life, and at bedtime to get that really restful sleep. Now, if you have sleeping problems, I would highly suggest you become friends with vetiver. I can't use vetiver, and my husband can't use vetiver. Actually, nobody in our house can use vetiver because it's too strong for us. So I use that for a mood support, but we don't actually diffuse it because it's so strong and powerful. So we diffused it. I think my husband put 4 drops in the diffuser. We get up around 5:30 every morning. We slept quite a few hours past our alarm, and when we woke up groggy. The reason is because it's so strong and powerful. It's like nature's sleeping tablet. It's that strong. However, saying that, I know people that sleep with vetiver every night, and that's how they get a good night's sleep. So if you have sleep problems, then give vetiver a go. Start with 1 drop and then increase and move up to more drops as your body gets used to it and you know what your body can handle. Definitely great for insomniacs or people that are in pain and can't sleep through the night. That's a great oil. Vetiver is also really good for autism and any kind of real huge anxiety, depression, that sort of thing. It's really going to help with those moods and emotions. I like vetiver. I love the smell of it. Some people don't. I find it just, as soon as I smell it, I feel calm. So I like to have it to calm me down. If I do diffuse it, it'll be 1 drop, and then I'll add uplifting oils to it as well. And I actually do that quite often, especially around 6 o'clock, which is sort of, or 7 o'clock, when you're wanting everyone to calm down in the household. They make a self-care spa range. I've gone through some of these. The body scrub made with wild orange is amazing, and pretty much whenever I do a workshop, people have a smell of this and go, "Are you kidding?" The hand cream also is with wild orange, so that smells amazing on your hands. And there's a body wash as well for you would prefer someone else makes those products for you, and they're in the spa range. This is fantastic. I think I've already covered it. So this is just the aromatherapy oils. So you've got all your different oils. There's many links that I can send you, or you can Google for them, and that really explains how that works for you. Making up your own self-care blends is really good. So making a calm blend, making a blend for mood enhancement, that sort of thing, it's really good. So you might have something like Energize. So that might be something that you want to have on you all the time, and you've got your own blend that works for you. Or you might just want to make up your own little personal smell. So that's something that's actually quite popular as well. Detox bath, highly recommend having a detox bath at least once a week. This is a great way to help our body get rid of all the toxins that are stored up in there. And it feels amazing. And if you do it on a Sunday night, you have an amazing week. Roller bottles. These are a great way to be able to dilute what your oils, so you're not using as much, and then your oils last longer. And they're just really fun way of being able to play around with your oils. So you can get a 10 ml roller bottle. They come in all different sizes, so that's a 10 ml as well, and you can see that that's long and skinny and shaped totally different. You can get fancy colors. You can get labels. So I bought these labels. So you can get labels made up, or you can make your own labels, like I said before, and make up your own blends. So Ouchie, I recommend everybody has an Ouchie roller blend, even if you don't have kids. That's frankincense, tea tree, and lavender mixed with fractionated coconut oil. It doesn't matter what it is. So it could be a pimple, it could be eczema, it could be a cut, a bite, an insect bite, anything you can think of, you can just roll it onto that area, and it's already there made up, and it does wonders. Great for the kids to have as well. They've got their own diluted roller blend available. So roller bottles are great. If you don't have any roller bottles, I definitely suggest that you get some. So if you are ordering from the US, have a look. They have a DIY accessories tab, and there you can see what you can get from your back office when you're doing ordering. You can see they've got that big spray pump spray there. They've got the ends, the pump ends to go on our fractionated coconut oil, so we can have that a pump on the end. You've got your big roller bottles, and also the thing to get the oil out of to put in there. Plus you've got your little vials. Now the little vials are perfect, so you can have your oils on you. So you've probably seen this. This is your little oil ring, oil key ring kit. And in here you can have all your little oils made up. But what I find most people use this for, although their intentions are to have the oils on them and have the key ring like on the kids' school bag as well, or in your backpack. But most people find that what they do is they're out and about with their friends, and their friend might have just eaten something and then they're having excruciating pain, and you can go, oh, I've got Digestan. You can grab it out and they can just apply it to their tummy area straight away. Or they might have a headache or tension in their neck, and you can help them out and support them as well, so that they can see the benefits of the essential oils. So sharing essential oils can be really, you've seen what they can do, you're experiencing it, you're trying it out, and sharing the essential oils can be really beneficial for you, because if somebody was to invest in oils and they are your connection, then you receive the benefits out of it, and that's going to help you pay for your oils in your future oil orders. Support. You have us. There's a team of us, and we are here to support you. We want to know that you're using your oils and you're enjoying your experience. If you do have problems, text, email, call, whatever your form of communication is, and we would love to help you. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you and support you on your oil journey. There's nothing more rewarding for us than to know that you're getting the most out of it. There's lots of resources. If you're not already in Improve Yourself with Oils community private Facebook group, get in there. Text the person who enrolled you and hop into that group. It's really important. The pinned post has links to a lot of stuff, and it also has a link to one part of my website that a few parts of my website that aren't easily found by just looking on my website. How to do a loyalty rewards order, what I order each month, and a welcome page, lots of links to where you can go shopping, books that you can buy, and DIYs and stuff like that. So the resources are there, so definitely take up that offer, because it's really going to help you with your oil experience. There's nothing worse than having the oils and not using them. We want you to get your value out of what you've invested in, and I know it can be really overwhelming. So yeah. Wellness consult in person. If you've watched all this and now you've realised that wellness consults are perfect, because then it's personalised and it's all about you, give us a call and we will pop out. We come with a little gift bag of goodies as well. So we love to come out and bring those little goodies and just get you started and show you how to do everything that we've sort of covered today, but a lot more, and also just personalising it for you. And that is the end of the online wellness consult. I'm going to just try and stop sharing. Won't be a sec. There we go. So I hope I have helped you get a bit of an understanding of everything else that's available to you in the wellness consult. And don't forget to reach out. That's what we're here for. Have an amazing day, or night if it's night when you're watching this. And I'd love to see you commenting and posting pictures and joining in on the Improve Yourself with Oils community page. And yeah, see you later.